You know, some of you veterans of the PvP tournaments will go ahead and know this, but I just want to be the center of attention at this moment. So if everybody in Spectator can go ahead and just click on my name, or I'm just going to show you that. So basically, this giant circle is good. You may use these platforms up here just for a little bit, but again, if you're up there for too long, I will go ahead and warn you of that. Getting knocked off of these is perfectly fine as long as you go ahead and get in here. But basically, this giant circle is your playground. Don't leave it. Have fun. Everybody understand that. But, okay, so Arc Bree, Flying Mucker, Ori, Victor, Saba, and myself. Arc Bree, Flying Mucker, Ori, Victor, Saba, and myself. That sounds perfect. Bulk add that. Match 1, round 1. The first fight is myself versus Mucker. All right. I will go ahead and ask Ark to go ahead and start us off, though I will go ahead and say that I am ready for my fight.
Mucker, you ready?
Yep.
Ready, set, go.
Alright, good fight, Mucker. But we're going to go ahead and call out Saba and Bree for our second fight.
Oh.
NG versus NG.
Yes, but I believe of the two spectrums being the Hollowsmith and Scrapper.
This will determine who the better NG is.
Oh, God. Now, like always, whenever I'm a part of a PvP tournament, I will be giving some color commentary if, you know, I'm not fighting myself because I'd like to go ahead. But if you would like not that to have my color commentary, then by all means, tell me to shut up, and I will do so. So I'll just go ahead and ask Bree, Saba, are you okay with me commentating?
I am.
Fantastic. And with a double bow, we're going to go ahead and count down to 3, 2, 1. Let's get it on. So Saba the Mad Cat Warrior versus Bree the Silent Killer. Bree going ahead and popping all those beautiful buffs onto themselves that Scrapper can provide. Going ahead and hammer assaulting on Saba's face. Both specs basically have access to the same healing skills, so they both are very bursty healers. And Saba using that Photon Wall, to go ahead and block some of that frontal damage coming onto them. Very known to be able to defend, but ooh, that hammer too, Ecto Whirl going ahead and doing work on Saba's health, but again, bursty heals, plus Saba, I know, runs inventions, meaning that once they get down to a low enough health, they go ahead and get a second heal skill automatically, no matter what the cooldown of their healing turret is. And as we see, just turrets on the ground making annoying sounds as they always do. And again, when those skills of Bree are off cooldown, they are devastating. But again, the healing skills, the burst is too strong, especially coming out of Hollow. They go ahead and combo field with the water fields provided by the turrets and the tool belt skill. But here we go. Saba on the assault, going ahead and doing some damage, going ahead and waiting for that heat to dissipate before they go back in for the assault. But again, as much as Saba can burst, so can Bree. Bree doing that, but back into hollow form, going ahead and picking away. And ooh, Saba goes ahead and puts Bree on the floor. We got a thrown elixir S to get the stealth and a stomp.
Fight, Bree.
So For the next fight, we have Flying versus Victor. All right, with both competitors into the ring now, gonna go ahead and ask if both are ready. Either a bow, a salute, anything like that, or just a yes, which I get a bow from both of them. So in 3, 2, 1, let's get it on. So Victor, known to be a warrior main, has said that he has switched to playing Hollow himself, but bringing out that warrior once again. Go ahead and throwing up that block to block any of the incoming arrows. And there we go. Spellbreakers are known for their dazes, stuns, and confusion. Slight confusion if you take the trait, excuse me. But there we go. Using the main change to go ahead and disrupt some flying's things, but flying trying to use that longbow in short range, going ahead and not be the best thing, but going ahead and pulling out the axe warhorn to go ahead and do as much damage, using the smoke skill as a pet. Very strong for the spellbreaker and the current meta. And ooh, Rampage comes out, going ahead and saying, I am now the Mack truck. You are my car that I'm going to run over. And like that, Rampage is over. Ooh, a really random pet that I won't give away because that does that, but now it's seen it is a Psymoth. And oh, there was a stun into 1,000 blades as I was trying to say something about the Psymoth downing flying. My Psymoth, when it's linked, can actually do it. And oh my god, I don't want to say it because it might ruin it. We're just gonna see how this one does that. And with that, the pet is down. He actually got the lick wounds off the down state that allows your pet to actually res you, but basically cleaved down by the greatsword. Goes ahead and knock. So coming out into round 4, oh my god, I swear I did not put these two together. It's the long rivalry, the Golden Guild Leader Arc versus Ori.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah,
Let's go, Ori.
I swear
But you
I
took my color.
You were too slow.
I swear to God, I did not go ahead and put these two together. This was all a random chance.
I'll remember that, mucker.
And once again, we start playing a Telltale game. Who would have guessed? Alright, sorry about that. Ark, are you ready?
I said yes.
Sorry, I did not hear that. Ori, are you ready?
Hold on, I'm waiting for my second jaunt to come off cooldown.
I mean, why did you use it in the first place?
Because I ported over the barrier.
Oh, lazy. Alright, and with a bow to Ark, that means that he is ready. So in 3, 2, 1, let's get it on. So here comes Ark. Going ahead and getting that first burst coming on, but Ori just saying, I have Condies have me, and going ahead and doing that, but getting a surprise knockdown. Probably from that axe. There we go, using the mirrors to go ahead and get another Mirage Cloak. And using that staff to go ahead and put out as many clones as possible while also throwing out Hadoukens as we just saw them fly. Ark is on the defense. But oh my god, as I say that, he just goes ahead and smacks the hammer onto Ori, bursting with that glacial. That's the first time I've actually seen a hammer guard come out and with that skill on and actually do well. So, good for Ark. Coming out into round 2, starting this off, Ark doesn't get to rest because he's fighting Victor.
Ready.
Alright, so Ark has said that he's ready. I get a bow from Victor. That means that they're both ready. So in 3, 2, 1, let's get it on. So Victor, the Mac truck of the guild, going ahead and trying to use that greatsword, but Ark going ahead and teleporting in. But again, Spellbreak is known for the interrupt, especially using that dagger. And there we go, interrupt into 1,000 blades once again, but he didn't do a full cast, so not that strong of damage. But I guess he didn't want to sit there and take a hammer assault. Excuse me. Sorry. Oh, big burst coming out from Ark. Denial circle, going ahead and stopping any running but rampage. Go ahead and that, but Victor said get away from me, but Ark says nope, I have shadow steps. And tries to retaliate, but Ark says no. But again, this is to the death, so if Ark doesn't play carefully, he could go down himself. And there we go. That dreaded skill gives him, I believe, about 15 seconds, or about 10 seconds, to go ahead and try to annihilate his opponent, but at the same time, there is just a random chance that he goes ahead and lives, but chance was not on his side.
Good fight.
Meaning that our next fight is going to be Ori versus
Mucker.
Damn it! Why did you take blue?
Or you gotta be quicker.
Yeah, probably
He's been
because you would
there.
complain.
None of us are friends anymore.
It's fine. The power of red gives you rage, and therefore power.
Oh, well, it didn't work in my favor last round, so...
Your character looks good in red anyway. Don't complain.
But I like blue.
I think it's too much red.
All right. So, with a bow from Mucker, Ori, are you ready?
Wow.
Wow, with a disrespectful laugh, Ori, I assume, is ready. So, in 3, 2, 1, let's get it on. So there we go. Going ahead and using that short bow to actually fight Condi with Condi. Again, Ori, the Condi Mirage out here, going ahead and using all those fancy dancy skills to go ahead and break the game. But Mucker actually standing well against them, going ahead and using that short bow to dodge skills, place Condi's of his own, excuse me, and overall just kind of not taking much damage. But as I say that, there we go, some solid hits. Clone shattered mind on that. Or mind rack, excuse me, not shatter mind. But yeah, with like that, in a blink of an eye, Condi's overcome, and Ori becomes the winner of that fight. So, with the ending of that round, our next fight is going to be our two silent killers themselves, Bree and But I see Flying has bowed. Bree, are you ready?
Bree has bowed.
Okay. Then in 3, 2, 1, let's get it on. So here we go. Projectile shield actually going to work once. Because fighting Axe Necros, Axe goes straight through that. So against the longbow of Flying is quite well. But here we go. The Electro Whirl being dodged by Flying would have been some nice damage. But here we go. Hammer Assault on Flying. Flying just sits there as he starts up an arrow rain. And Box O turrets coming down. Basically denying that area of the field from Flying, but then again, Flying has the range and the axe to bounce in between them and destroy them. So how will this work? Bree using that hammer assault for covering distance more than damage that time. There we go. That burst healing coming out. But again, the healing skill of flying. Forgot his name for half a second. Going ahead and hitting him over time as well. But now that's gone. Bree's able to just go ahead and keep them in melee combat and knock them around with that big ass hammer of silvery goodness. But as I say that, smoke signal going up. Ooh, just missed the world eater or world ender. Excuse me, not eater. I always get that skill wrong. And there we go. That shield back off cooldown longbow is ineffective at this time, but then again, hammer assault going, or rocket charge, excuse me. Getting skill names wrong left and right. How can I even commentate with this? But there we go. Electro Whirl. Ooh. I think it's because of that secret hidden pet going ahead and sucked up in Flying's body that was the reason why he lived for that little tiny bit. But ooh, cool guys, don't look at explosions. As the function gyro goes ahead and finishes off Flying. Great fight between the both of them. Very close. We have the Mad Cat Saba versus Sonora.
Sonora, you ready?
I am.
Saba, you ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're using that. How did that get blocked? And with that, you know, Sonora being the baddie that he is, Sonora goes ahead and gets his first loss while giving Saba their second win. So moving on, we have the Golden Guild Leader Arc versus our Silent Killer Bree. Already on the ball before I even call it out. They are already heading to the ring. How nice of them.
This will be good.
It will be. Bree, quite defensive and bursty healing versus the hammer of Arc Bursty and having some nice healing of his own. It'll be definitely a good fight. Hammer v hammer. How will this one go? Arc, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Fantastic. With a bow from Bree, that means they're ready. So in 3, 2, 1, let's get it on. There we go. Typical buff, but a nice dodge from the Bree. Big damage from both sides. That box of turrets coming down, going ahead and doing some nice damage while Arc just stood there, but ooh,
Ooh, that was close.
big crit from Bree at the end there.
Ooh, that's close.
Good fight.
And again, function driver for the win. Sorry, I had to let that one just speak for itself. That hammer v hammer was very close, very fun to watch. So good fight between both of those. Our main man Soul Beast Flying versus Sonora. Somebody count us off.
All right.
All right.
Both bowed. 3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh, good fight flying. Stage, that'll be our Mad Cat Saba versus Mucker. Alright, so Mucker, it looked like they were changing around some pets, but they are now in the ring, so they are set. So there's a bow. There's a second bow. So in 3, 2, 1, let's get it on. That's because Saba does a good bit. But enough about that. We go ahead and seeing that short bow is coming back out, but Saba with that shield going ahead and blocking all projectiles that are coming towards them, and they're back into hollow form, quickly getting that knockdown, bursting in. But again, those condies are ticking. And slowly lowering Saba's health, but ooh, the strong prime light beam coming out. Area denial coming from that flame wyvern, but as long as Saba doesn't go over there, that means no. And there we go on the floor, using that photon wall to go ahead and block another CC skill of the downstate, and going ahead and getting another stomp, another win for Saba. Man of Condi himself, Ori versus our warrior fanatic, Victor.
Go, Bree! I mean, Ori! Frick! You got this!
Oh, I don't know how to feel now.
Oh.
No, you got this!
Ori going ahead and being called the wrong name from the stands. Ori is just gone -5 points in confidence.
You seriously have to.
Sorry, you can do it. Slap him.
Thank
with your
you, Bree.
condies. If you slap him with your
Yeah.
condies, I believe you will win.
Yes. Do
It's
this.
fine. I can't say either way that one fight will go another, because I'm an impartial commentator. But hey, why do I feel like the villain? Because you are, Victor. I mean, what? Nah, I'm just kidding. But
Damn!
going ahead and asking that both parties are ready. So Ori. Oh, double bow at the same time. How nice. So in 3, 2, 1, let's get it on. All right. So Victor going ahead and trying to juke some clones, but clones AI are stronger than they thinks. And there we go. Trying to roll in like a Mack truck. But Ori saying, nah, I'm just going to walk right over here and dodge you. The Hadoukens coming in from the clones. That Mirage Clock strong. Going ahead and going. That's all. And oh my god. Going ahead and getting a little bit of health with that rampage to go ahead and that, but more condies are on his face, jaunting to get out of that charge, and ooh, downed by condies. How will he ever stop that? Trying to use that jaunt to go ahead and do that, but tracking is too strong, and now Ori has to deal with that rampage, or vengeance, excuse me. Now, will Victor get Ori on the ground, or will he just go ahead and fall over because of a brain aneurysm? Who knows? Ugh. But a great fight that is. Ori getting a win for himself. For some reason, it just decided to do that. Oh, there's 7 rounds of this. So, going into round 4, our first fight is going to be Saba versus Flying. Yes, that might be true. 2 times that Ori has been on red, he has not won, but the
That's
time that
not true. I won one of them.
It's because you're fueled with rage while on red.
That's right. Never mind. Sorry about that. Forgetting
Okay,
my own
You won
brackets.
against me.
But here we go. Competitors are in the ring. I'll stop talking about past matches and saying them wrong. So we got a bow and another bow. So that means in 3, 2, 1, let's get it on. No.
God damn it! I hate whenever that happens.
So he's getting a small violation for leaving the ring, but going ahead and getting back in. So that is fine. Going in and trying to bait out some of that, but ooh, Prime Light Beam going and getting some damage, something knockdown onto that Flying, and ooh, using that Shield 5 to go ahead and daze Flying as he goes in for a melee attack. World Ender just out of reach, but there we go. Elixir S out, so no damage, no condies, but going ahead and using that tool belt skill to go get a few cheeky hits onto flying while flying and tries to retaliate, backing up, using that. Ooh, buffed up. We got that Boon Beast going on. And there we go. Longbow finally doing that, but that Shield 4 is off cooldown, causing any projectiles to fly back into Flying's face. And there we go. Another Shield 5 days. And Hollow Form to go ahead and break it out. Now will be the typical that. And no, it's not typical because it's another Elixir S Stomp. But next is the coming of a new age. It's going to be Ori versus Bree. Bree, once cheering for Ori, now must go ahead
Why
and knock them
forsake
down.
me?
Alright, with both competitors in the ring. Bree, are you ready? With the R, that means ready. So, Ori, are you ready? With the bow, that means he's ready. So, in 3, 2, 1, let's get it on. Alright, so again, a normal thing, pre-buff. Again, Ori is a ranged character, so that Dome will go ahead and destroy some projectiles. Scrapper also known to be very anti-Condi when built that way. Let's see how Bree will deal with the man of Condi himself, and there we go. That, excuse me, box of turrets coming down, slamming on top of Ori's head. Net turret going and linking them in place, and then allowing Bree to get some big damage. But basically standing there in an Electro Whirl, how will Ori come back from this life deficit of basically full to nothing? And there we go, Ori is on the ground. And cool guys don't look at explosions. But oh, Ori says otherwise because they go ahead and summon a clone, and Ori says, if you're going to kill me, you have to do it yourself. Look me in the eyes. But there we go, Snowman dropped on his face, and that's all they wrote. Yeah. But now we have the Golden God, yeah, the Golden Guild Leader, excuse me, versus the
Wow, way to
commentary
blow up
event.
his ego.
Yeah.
I know.
It's just because I wear gold.
Sorry, this is the motif I gave you a while ago, and I'm just sticking with it.
Snora has bowed.
Ready?
Arc.
He said it.
I'm ready.
Oh, he did? Okay. Okay, so now that we're going in 3, 2, 1, and we're fighting! That sounded so cringy, didn't it? But you know, it's good.
Keep going, Saba.
What?
We need the commentary.
Alright,
Things
so
are happening.
Ark he pushes Sonora out there in the wilderness. Sonora comes back with his Reaper form. Like he's hitting hard. He's hitting really hard. But Ark comes back. He comes back and uses his elite. That saved him big time, and that heals him up. Oh, but Sonora's going down. But he's got him stunned, and Sonora gets hit with the hammer.
God fucking damn it.
Get hammered.
Oh god, I panicked. I panicked for a second.
Oh man.
Like, I was fucking disbelieved that I got 2 hit there. Holy
Rest
shit,
in
that
peace,
hammer.
Saba, with that voice crack.
That was, yes. I'm gonna walk away now. See ya. No, don't.
Alright, so Mucker, are you ready now?
Yes.
Alright, Victor, you're ready? With a bow, that means he is. So in 3, 2, 1, let's get it on. Oh, so there we go. Going ahead and going with a slightly different approach, this time coming from Victor, but getting an interrupt of his own from that Shrubbo of Mucker, but Victor saying, nah, I'm going to interrupt you, and doing that several times in a row between that. But those Condis going to work on Victor's life, but that healing signet is slightly OP in my opinion. And there we go, a stun into 1,000 blades, into a whirlwind attack. Very strong combo, makes you look like a Mack truck. And there we go, Dagger coming back out after that assault. And ooh, the Rampage Stomp wants to make sure that he can kill. And there we go, Victor coming out on top.
Job.
Very good fight between both of them. So Victor does not get a rest because he is going to go ahead and face the Silent Killer Bree. I see your cooldown, so I'm watching you.
Creepy.
You missed.
Arc. You know, I wish I could say I wasn't doing that flying, but I am.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I'm not a creeper, Victor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's what
right.
Victor would say.
Exactly.
You can watch
just
the
a-
recording. You'll see.
It's fine. You're just up in the tree with your video camera. But besides that, with a bow from both of them, that means they're both ready. So in 3, 2, 1, let's get it on. So here we go. Pre-buffs coming out from that, but is that a shield throw? I don't even know how. Oh, no, that was the
Bree?
blade trail. Yeah, no. I think Bree was just confused that they got a greatsword thrown at them, which I thought it was for a shield for a second, but nah, I was wrong. But here we go, going ahead and getting into that melee v melee fight. Just going ahead into that. Bree used up some skills, so going ahead and doing that. But the one thing that they don't notice, oh, Rampage is coming up from behind them, and here we go. But Bree with that Scrapper is known to give themselves a lot of stability, so none of those skills actually did anything but damage to them. Full counter coming out, trying to get that free damage on Bree. And there he goes, saying, I don't like you, net turret, and trying to cleave it and Bree together at the same time. Just staying on Bree all the time, but noticing that Bree's going on the attack, goes ahead and tries to get some distance. And there we go, a stun into that 1,000 Blades whirlwind combo that we've seen so many times from him already. And as he goes to start chasing down Bree, that Bulwark Gyro going ahead and trying to defend Bree as much as possible. And here we go, basically full life v full life, just waiting on cooldowns now. Ooh. But that burst skill from that dagger is very strong, and there we go, another 1,000 blades in that. Ooh, and a blade trail to go ahead and send a greatsword through Bree's body. And 1,000 blade to end it. Very good fight between these two competitors. One that probably everybody here has been waiting for. It's going to be our glorious guild leader, Ark, versus the Mad Cat Saba.
Victor,
I
you
mean,
got excessive messaging in map chat.
not everybody's been looking forward to this match.
You can say good duel, GD, Victor, instead of GF.
Or god damn it.
I mean,
Well, I mean, it can mean two things. It can mean good duel or god damn it. Or god damn.
Wow, Ori, I cheered for you earlier.
Okay, to be fair, both of you cheered for me earlier.
All right.
I'm ready.
So with a ready from Ark and a bow from Saba, that means in 3, 2, 1, let's get it on. So here we go. We're waiting for that teleport. And that elixir as early. Does it deny anything? But Ark says I can wait. But there we go. Those combo fields coming to Saba's great aid there. Ooh. Prime Light Beam doing a big damage, using that to combo out a few other that. Shield 5 coming out.
Ah, wrong button.
Ooh, another big hit coming out from Ark. But again, that burst healing with combo field.
Ah, good fight.
And an elixir as stomp, first one for Saba of this tournament. Good fight between both of them. So our next fight is against the King of Kandy himself versus the great commentator Sonora. Fuck.
Saw that battle. The real battle isn't on the battlefield. It's with the freaking colors.
Yep. Can confirm.
I totally forgot I had a cup of noodles back here waiting for me.
I want a cup of
Wow.
noodles.
This
Damn it.
tournament brought to you by Cup of Noodles.
Apparently.
Eat it.
Just
Are you guys both
tossed in
ready?
that little ad.
Let's get a sponsor.
Yes. Endorsement.
Are you ready?
Ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Ark, you do no commentary.
Yeah, I'm not good at it.
Things are happening.
You gotta make it exciting. Like
For
just
moving
being
around, he has
shot.
his Reaper form up with 12,000, 1,100, while Ori's somehow evading all of his abilities. 3,000 health left, going over. Ooh. Able to Kandy him down. Going up in health, going back down, 900. Ooh, Sonora is knocked down by Ori. He'd be able to bring him down as well.
Fluffing Necro
Necro's
downstage
downstage
is
is OP.
You don't
Good
play.
fight.
You
Good
don't
fight,
play
Snark.
Necro. You play its downstate.
So Kandy's being too much for Sonora. Couldn't do jack shit. So he goes ahead and racks up another loss. Good job to Ori. So that means our next fight, we're going to go ahead and throw Mucker and Flying out into the ring and see who's the better Soul Beast. All right, with both competitors in. Cycle, you are ready, correct?
Yes.
Flying, are you ready? The bow means that they are ready. So in 3, 2, 1, let's get it on. So we got two sides of the same coin here. One using a short bow, one using a long bow. So we get to see which bow is the better of the two now.
Which one's using longbow?
Now, a wide worldly impact way out of the way, but then again, used sometimes more for the buff than the actual skill damage. And it's gone into a melee brawl in between the two. First time I've seen Mucker actually pull out that weapon set, so very but that sword coming around being a great evading thing, but that downstate being annoying. Going ahead and seeing that stomp, but we got a second stomp. Good fight between the two. It's going to be our Mad Cat Saba versus the King of Kandy himself.
Oh.
Oh. Who do I root for?
Everyone. Just
I'll be
everyone.
Both of
rooting
you.
for Ori, even though Ori rooted against me. So
You both can
I'm
win.
sorry, Or. But to be fair, the only reason you're rooting for me is because you're hoping Saba lose.
no, I can't beat Saba regardless. But I just want to see people beat Saba.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. All right. So both competitors is in. Ori, are you ready? With a bow, that means yes. Saba, are you ready? With a bow, that means yes. So in 3, 2, 1, let's get it on. So here we go.
Replenishing.
They stealth each other, but ooh, maximum range, hollow 5. My dear Earth, that was completely random. And oh my god, the burst is so strong. Ori is almost dead. Ori's 5 counter, but never mind, he is down, so that's fine. And oh my god, that fight was almost as fast as that first fight between Victor and Mucker.
Ow.
And sending him to the garden in a pile of weeds. Saba goes ahead and knocks a win on to their belt with Ori's body. So, coming into this next fight, it's going to be Victor versus Sonora.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. And things happen. Things
Yes!
that happened. Oh, hey, that happened too. No, see, I can't do this.
Ark!
Even if I tried, I
In
just
full
don't know
health
enough
going
about the
down to
classes.
19.
You really need to have a good knowledge of all the classes to be able to really say what's going
Sonora
on.
goes into his Reaper form, but then he comes out. Victor trying to use his own little skill there, but he keeps tanking everything. He's eating all of Sonora's damage, slowly whittling him down. But there comes out that elite, and it was chained. And Sonora just keeps getting chained and chained. He just keeps eating all of Victor's damage while Victor evades everything of what Sonora has to offer. Sonora's just being whittled down, and that Rampage comes out to just throw that rock in his face and save stomp him. There you go.
Just like that art.
Yeah, I'm not good enough.
And what a hard rock that was thrown into Sonora's face. I don't think his face is going to look the same anymore. But going ahead and going into this next match, we're going to go ahead and call out the Silent Killer Bree versus the Shortboro Master Mucker. So, Bree, are you ready? With a bow, that means yes. Cycle, are you ready? With a bow, that means yes. So, in 3, 2, 1, let's get it on. So here we go, Bree going ahead and denying any and all. I'm still dead. That is slightly annoying. Sorry. Trying to get my bearings back into this fight, going ahead and summoning that supply crate of those fancy dancy turrets that engineers so love. But going ahead and using his B cycle, goes ahead and tries to cripple Bree, but Bree gets a nice crit onto Cycle, making him low. Cycle's going to have to heal relatively before he goes ahead and gets rocket charged down, and Bree not letting the function gyro do its job and goes ahead and does the deed for themselves. Our main man flying versus our glorious guild leader, Ark. Our fashion king himself saying that, but we get a bow from flying. So, Ark, are you ready? All right, that was a yes. So I hear a 3, a 2, and a 1, and let's get it on. So using that pet for a nice combo field himself, denying Ark his initial burst, but here we go. Ooh, switching that longbow to go ahead and get some distance, but again, those teleports too strong. And I saw that myself. Flying basically getting denied anything because he picked up his Cymog's skill, and you know, he got every buff in the game, but every buff in the game does not help when you are dead. So this is our round 7 and final round of the tournament. So again, if you are near the cusp of overcoming one of your opponents, then by all means, this is the time to shine. But coming out into the first match, Flying does not get a rest because he's facing the King of Conti.
Flying.
Ooh.
Do we need to have a talk about that?
Troll.
And the big-nosed smiley face coming out into the chat. Flying knows what he did, but that just pisses off Ori.
I am not playing Ranger.
Yep. He said go flying.
Oh.
Ori.
Yes, and
But
your opponent
regardless,
is a
my
Ranger.
statement still stands true.
He's not wrong, but with a bow from Flying, that means he's ready. Ori, are you ready? All right. So that means in 3, 2, 1, let's get it on. So again, comboing up, going ahead and doing that, but Ori can do the same just from a single skill press. There we go, axing through, and oh my god, longbow doing job at that long range, going ahead and ripping through Ori's light armor. But again, Ori dancing around like the ballerina that he is, going ahead and putting those condies onto him. And there we go, another good push, but clones are in the way, body blocking for their master. And there we go, Hadoukens flying across the stage, getting that we heal as one, coming out.
Oh, it's a close one.
Very close, but those condies, oh, Phantasm going ahead and bursting a plume of fire onto Flying, going ahead and knocking him down. Ori not taking a chance, summoning up all his clones to go ahead and smack the downed Flying and disappearing in a puff of smoke. Ori has come out on top of this one, but a good fight nonetheless.
Ready.
Fantastic. Mucker, are you ready? With a bow, that means yes. So in 3, 2, 1, let's get it on. All right. So it looks like we have a slight change coming into this match, but we'll see how that goes for him. Ooh, that pet going ahead and pouncing onto Arc. Oh. And as I go to switch to see what a skill was on Mucker's bar, go ahead and getting some big damage coming out of from Arc, downing him on the ground, and pierces him with that Guild Wars sword. Again, I've also been looking for it because I saw them fighting yesterday, so this should be a good one. It's going to be our Mad Warrior himself, Victor, versus our Bad Cat. Now, are we going to see Victor try to style on us once again with that sword? Let's go ahead and put all the pressure on him, and ooh, the pressure got to him.
I even saw that. I'm sorry.
But okay, competitors are in the ring, so go ahead. Saba, are you ready? With a bow, that means yes. Victor, are you ready? With a bow back, that means yes. So in 3, 2, 1, let's get it on. Oh, here we go. A quick dodge coming out of Saba, so that, but ooh, Rampage, that pure aggression. But Saba says, I'm just gonna go over here. Basically out of reach from Victor that entire time. Rampage going to waste. So Saba now has free reign to go ahead and dance around Victor as they usually do with other people. But ooh, one hit going ahead and that, getting that mage chain onto Saba, disrupting them slightly. But Saba just going ahead and throwing up that photon wall, being as good as the shield that Victor has on his back. And there we go, dodging that, but a quick Elixir S goes ahead and denies any and all combo potential that that shield bash had for Victor. Quick dodge out of that Hollow 5. Saba getting lower and lower while Victor technically is at 100%, but there we go, some damage on them now. Ooh, a quick burst from Saba. Getting that second heal coming out of them. But Victor holding on, trying to go ahead and spin to win on top of Saba's face with that burst skill. Using that dagger now to go ahead and try to strip some of the boons that Saba has on. And ooh, another Elixir S denying that entire 1,000 blades. And again, basically back up to full for both parties. But here we go, Rampage number 2. That's a 90-second cooldown. And oh my god, using the photon wall to go ahead and block the rock, stunning Victor in his rampage again, wasting time of that. Smart plays coming that out of Saba today against this warrior. Definitely stronger on their Hollowsmith than they are on their Revenant, but there we go, another interrupt, but quick shield 4 coming out from Saba for that push. And the fight just goes on and on and on and on. But again, back at full health. But again, here we go. Both people trying to burst each other. Prime Light Beam finally coming out of Saba. But again, trying to stand in that fire field to get a full counter off. Again, both showing a high amount of skill on both their classes, going ahead and basically being able to do a lot of damage, but also then just resustain off of that damage. But here we go, Rampage number 3. But again, another Rampage that goes down the drain. Blocks coming out from both sides, literally, at the same time. Again, each one of them, when they need to, dancing around the other. This fight, if not ended soon, may have to go to an impartial third party to see who would technically win in if this was a 100-year war. Or, you know, just go ahead and call this one a draw, because if this goes on for much longer, then we may just have to say that both people win, or both people just take no points for this one, which would be perfectly fine. Draw. Giving it one more minute, so 5:18 on the clock. If nobody is dead by that time, we'll go ahead and call this one a tie. Great fight, though, in between both players. Again, high amount of skill going on here. And here we go. The 4th Rampage coming out. Ooh, Rock into a knockdown. This may be that, but strong burst healing. Again, coming out of the Hollowsmith combo fields for days. Elixir S to go ahead and deny some damage. Time is coming down to a close, and that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and call this match as a tie. Both people could not kill each other in the allotted. And by God, that was actually a great fight. Great skill in between both of them. And our next fight coming out is going to be the Silent Killer Bree versus the great commentator Sonora. Ooh, Mattress Giant.
Alright, you guys ready?
I am.
Bree's ready. Bree, no, not ready. Alright, ready, set, go.
All right, the two are getting ready. Sonora's putting up his little wormy over there while Bree does her usual chain of attack. Sonora tries to stun her, but nope, she has way too many boons. Tries to blind, tries to pull, nothing works. Bree's walking out, Bree's kiting. Bree gets off the stun, Bree gets off all of her chains. Sonora's just eating every single bit of damage Bree has to give now. Used a bit of his worm over there, actually, for a bit of a confusion, but that still doesn't stop Bree from putting a lot of her damage on him. He's run out of time. His Reaper form's gone. But oh my God, Breeze down, Sonora's down. Who will win? What do you think, guys? Reaper downstate.
That's not even a question, Saba.
Reaper's downstate.
Not. Reaper's downstate's pretty OP.
And
That
Sonora wins.
Necro downstate.
Yeah, just Necro. But yes, great fight, Brie. So, with that final score coming into challenge, if you go ahead and look, gone ahead and ending the tournament, because that was the last match, we see that our supreme champion is Saba, our worthy adversary or second place is Ark, and our third place, and as challenge would say it, maybe next time, would be Victor. And going over the scores just for them, Saba having a 6-0-1, basically that tie, giving them not a clean slate there. Perfectly fine, though. Ark coming in with a strong 5-2-0, and Victor coming as a 4-2-1.